is a warning from God. Like God is warning us to take heed and to fall in line, to seek the one who reveals these events, none other than our Lord Jesus Christ, for eternal salvation. Now, what has happened is there was a prophecy which went forth on youtube.com/HarvestArmy, June 9th, 2013. It says, in a quick flash, the following words are heard. Washington, elements, clean quake, seemingly among other words. There was also another prophecy similar, which went forth the next day on the page, June 10th. It says, in a quick flash, the following words are heard. Washington, elements, clean quake, seemingly among other words. It is wise for any region of Washington and any Washington throughout the U.S. and nearby should take precaution where possible. 1 Corinthians 13:9. Now, when this prophecy went forth on June 9th and June 10th, we heard about the fulfillment, which the elemental disasters which took place over there, the storms, some died, the floodings over there in Washington, and we heard in the prophecy Washington elements, and we heard clean quake, seemingly among other words. That we knew about. We knew about the storms, but there was something else that took place which we didn't find out until today. It was a delay in reporting it, but it actually took place that same day, June 13th, 2013. But we didn't find out not until two other things happened. And those two other things, let me just tell you briefly. One of them was an earthquake which took place on June 23rd, 2013. It happened in the East Coast area, a 2.1 magnitude earthquake along the New York area, New Jersey mainly. It rattled New Jersey. Residents said they felt the shaking in their homes, and then that was that. So, but you have to also remember that an earthquake in the 2.13 area magnitude in this side is kind of equivalent to what anything from a 5.5 and up to a 6.0 is in like Indonesia. Those places, they are destructive, because over here we don't get those kind of earthquakes. We're not accustomed to those. So a little 2.1 struck, and not only that, we had something that also happened again, and it escalated on the 24th, only yesterday, in the mid-Atlantic ridge. There was a 6.6 magnitude earthquake, powerful earthquake that struck the mid-Atlantic ridge. Now, for those of you who don't know what the mid-Atlantic ridge is, it's a tectonic boundary along the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. That's what it is, a tectonic plate boundary on the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. That Atlantic Ocean runs right aside with us. Now, these are two events or three that have taken place that we've heard of so far, and there's another event that has taken place, and it didn't happen today, but we learned about it only today. And the event, they're still trying to wrap their head around it. They're trying to figure out what happened, but the prophecy explains what this event is. Let's go to it. The event, as we were told, was a tsunami. June 13th, 2013. A tsunami took place right here along the East Coast. They said that it was observed at more than 30 tide gauges along the East Coast, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. A witness who was spearfishing in New Jersey said that around 3:30 p.m. on that he's seen a strong outrush of waters. A strong outrush of waters went out that carried divers over submerged rocks that served as the breakwaters. A strong outrush of water went out, approximately 6 feet wave. It came in. It carried the divers back over the breakwater. It swept 3 people off the rocks. 3 people off the rocks. The rocks that are usually anywhere from 5 to 6 feet higher above sea level, and 2 of them needed medical attention. In a road Island Channel. The current was so strong that one large boat pulled its cleat out of the dock. It was said that the current reversed afterward at the same speed. It damaged the dock, damaged a few boats, and there was so much water. They said that they thought it might have been something that was spawned from a storm, the storms that we had that week. But they said it was too much water for that, too much water, and scientists are still trying to determine the cause. So yes, we had a small tsunami right here along the East Coast. Scientists are trying to determine what happened, but we're going to let you know exactly what happened. As a matter of fact, we've already told you what happened in the prophecy as God spoke. We ourselves probably didn't understand it, but it's for God to reveal in the time that He doesn't. Right now, it's all perfect. It happens the same day. So the prophecy went forth June 9th and June 10th. And Washington, it fulfilled in Washington June 13th. On June 13th with the elementals, with the floods and the storms and the deaths. But what we didn't learn until today was that a tsunami also happened that day along the East Coast, along the eastern board. A tsunami, a small tsunami nonetheless, a tsunami, something that's not that they're not accustomed to over here. And what happened is, what usually causes a tsunami, everyone knows, is an earthquake. Usually strikes the seabed and then triggers a tsunami. The prophecy said a clean quake, and this is what triggered the tsunami. We're here to tell you that that's what triggered the tsunami. A clean quake is better known as a unregistered quake. Unregistered quake. It wasn't reported. This quake was not reported. Scientists are still trying to determine what exactly happened. The quake wasn't reported, or you can say a clean quake can mean a concealed quake, or unreported quake, or unregistered quake. So it's amazing how God is speaking when you connect the dots and you see Washington elements, clean quake. Oh my God, God is so powerful. And these events that followed afterward, especially with the earthquake in the mid-Atlantic ridge, that's something that's unprecedented. They said they've never seen or experienced anything like that. So that earthquake that happened at 6.6 in the mid-Atlantic Ocean, in other places from about 7.0 on a Richter scale, those magnitude earthquakes usually trigger tsunami warnings or trigger tsunamis alike. And we had a 6.6, very close to a 7.0 over here on the eastern seabed, on the eastern side, along the mid-Atlantic ridge.